Hi guys! It's getting to be that time of the year to start slathering on sunscreen because we want to prevent that skin cancer. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. And we want to prevent aging. So the best way to do that is sun protection. I've got some notes with me, so I hope I don't ramble. But as you know, I am working towards more non-toxic makeup, beauty supplies, and that kind of stuff. So sunscreen kind of falls into that category. So what better time than talking about it than now? So we want our sunscreen strong enough to withstand the UVA rays or UV rays without breaking down into those harmful byproducts such as free radicals. We don't want that either. But there's two main active ingredients in sunscreens that are out there. One being a chemical, the other is mineral. The most common that you're going to find are the chemical sunscreens. So let's talk about those first. And what I mean by chemicals is such as the Oxybenzone, Avobenzone. I can't pronounce some of these because they're chemicals. Homosalate, oxinate, all those kind of things. And how they work is essentially by absorbing the UV rays, so our skin doesn't. But in reality, it still kind of does, just not as potent and as powerful as you would if you weren't wearing them. So with that being said, it's still absorbing the UV rays, and it's a chemical. Now, these chemicals, out of all of these chemicals, oxybenzone is the absolute worst. It's an endocrine disruptor, so basically it mimics hormones such as estrogen, and it's been linked to causing endometriosis and reproductive problems such as infertility. So it increases the risk of those. So I know it's also a skin irritant. It irritates me. It's actually caused rashes on my skin, and I can't even use it on my lips. But when it absorbs the UV rays in those chemicals, it actually turns it into a heat. So I get a heat rash when I use them is essentially what happens. So anyway, so that's the chemical type. It's probably not the best. I guess it's better than using nothing, but that's how it works. Now, mineral sunscreen is zinc oxide or titanium. Zinc oxide is actually the safest out there, but mineral sunscreen in and of itself is the safest sunscreen out there. But if you get one that's just got zinc in it, that's the absolute safest. And how minerals work is it blocks or reflects the UV rays so it doesn't get absorbed. So it essentially works as a barrier to mirror, and it shoots those UV rays back out. Therefore, it's safer for you to use because it's not being absorbed, it's a barrier. Now let's talk SPF. I think it was a few years ago that there was some big hoopla about you couldn't use 100% or whatever on SPF on lotions. So I'm going to explain a little bit of how that works too. So an SPF of 100 blocks 99% of UVA rays or UV rays. SPF of 50, think about this, 50 blocks 98%. So you've got 50, SPF of 50 blocking 98%, SPF of 100 blocking 99%. Think about that. So essentially, as long as you're using an SPF of 30 through 50, you are safe. Even for the most sensitive, fairest porcelain skin, you are fine. Because what ends up happening is the higher the SPF there is, the higher the chemicals are in the product without that much benefit, so to speak. That's really not enough significance to really hike up that SPF. So now, some mineral sunscreens that I can suggest. Ulta sells one called Coola, C-O-O-L-A. That's really good. I actually use their lip balm. It's $12 for the sunscreen lip balm. It is an expensive brand because it is truly an eco-green brand. They don't have parabens, sulfates, any of that stuff. Target You can go to Target. There's a new one out that's called Bare Republic. That also is a true green brand. And Alba, you have an Alba brand, and Baby Gantix is one. The other ones I can kind of recommend is a product called Badger, Think Baby, which I actually use on my kids, Kiss My Face, Blue Lizard. A lot of these you can find online at Amazon or Googling or whatever. But those are the ones that I would recommend. So, any questions, just ask. I don't mind. Anyway, have a great day. Have a safe summer and use sunscreen and be safe with it. Bye.